Hi, in this video we are going to see how you can assign a ISXi storage to the ESXi server. For this you have to take web console of your ESXi server with the IP address to you. Just select it. Okay, till the page comes. Page cannot be reached. So we'll just go in a second page. Oh, due to the reason I'll show you, it was the error. So while configuration we had made mistake. Instead of 16 we have did 168. So keep it in mind while doing while typing the IP address, you should remember that you have put it correct IP address, and then gateway should be there. Okay, then it is disabled. DNS entry is correct. DNS entry is also wrong. So we'll just 16, and this is the .admin .local. Okay, then we'll go here and we'll provide the name correct. Then we'll skip and we'll put yes. Okay, then we'll test management network. It should be okay. Okay, then it is okay also. These all are okay, means our network is correct. So now if network is correct, then we'll go to our Windows machine. Is here. We'll just refresh page. It should get access now. So yes, we are able to access. Just we'll go. In the previous lecture, I had created the ISXi storage, so I'll share the video with you. So you can see here the storage. This is the data storage, the default hard disk assigned to me. So you are not able to see the storage. What you have to do is just you have to go and click on software ISXi. So we'll enable first, and then we'll go down as the next page comes. Yes, in a port binding, because we don't have another port, so we'll go with the management only. Yes, in dynamic target, you have to put the IP address of your ISXi server, which is 172.16.0.20. We'll make it okay. It will show wrong. No, correct. It is successfully done. We'll just rescan. First of all, refresh and then rescan. After the rescanning, you go to the device. We will be able to see the hard disk assigned to this machine. So wait this page to come. This page will come. So after the page will come, you will able to see the created ISXi storage towards this machine. So we'll do we'll refresh the page first. Make hanging at twice come. So Meantime, we'll take other two server also access 172.16.0.3, enter, and 170 TTPS 172.16.0.4, enter. So just go next. So is the page came? No, not yet. We'll go to the root option. Then we'll put the IP address, user password, which is we have created. So here, here. So you are not able to see, correct? So what we do, first we go to the RSX storage. This is our storage server. We'll log in this storage. Okay. So see, IP addresses are different here. So what we do, we just remove this and delete the RSS. Okay. It's deleted. We remove. You have to just to create RSS, just click on it. So this is our server. This is a hard disk where we are going to do it. We'll give the name as a target SAN. Okay, this is the name of your virtual hard disk. We'll provide whole disk to this machine. So we'll provide dynamically as needed it will. Then we'll go for the new RSS storage. I'll show you in this only. So the name will give as a compute storage. Okay, compute storage. We'll go for the next. Yes, we'll add the servers which we have it. So we'll just add with the IP address which we have 172.16.0.2. Just add it. For second server, again for the 3, just will go 172.16.0.3. Then we'll okay. Then third server we have it with us. So just click on IP address 172.16.0.4. We'll make it okay. Then we'll go for the next. Will not keep any authentication. Next, and then create. So now it gets completed. Running. See, now it is completed. If you refresh here, showing not connected, correct? Again showing not connected. So what you do, you just need to go to your servers where you have it and just go to the adapter and just rescan, because we had configured but there was not configured. So we just rescan, refresh, then we'll go to the device and we'll do refresh. So as we refresh, we'll get the page. We'll get the hard disk assigned to the disk server through SSD. Meantime, we'll go here also. Yes, we'll just go OK. So we'll go to the storage and then we'll go to the adapter. Then click on software SSD. So coming software SSD, it is enabled. Just pause the video. Hi guys, so we'll go for the add port binding and we'll add the management network. Select and then assign the IP address of your RSX server, which is we have as a 172.160.0. 70 is showing fail, so we just refresh. Again we'll go configure option and then we'll save. It's successfully done. So we'll just cancel this and we'll go to the device. So see, we got our, you can see we got our MSFT hard disk. So we have got new hard disk. We'll just go to the new data store. We'll provide the name as a compute storage. We'll just go to the next. We'll assign full disk to this. Just and go for finish and we'll do yes. First time you have to do assignment. In other way you don't, but now you have to. So you did it. Now you have got two. Now we have to refresh here also. You got it here. You just open it, and if you go here in a data store, you will be able to see your data store. Showing one only, so due because sometimes it takes time to replicate. So if we scan, refresh, so sometimes it takes time to pop up here. So you can check, you just click on it and you go for the refresh. So sometimes it takes time, so it would come here. So you have your C, it is came. So here also you have compute storage and data store one. Here also you have compute storage. In third 0.4 we'll just go to the server. We'll see the IP address is 0.3. Then this is 0.2 and this is 0.3. This is also 0.3. So for host name also same. No, this is, so we have to check once which one we did it. So for this we have done. So we'll go for the step 7. We just go and we'll check according to the CPU provided. So we'll just yes, go inside. Okay, so we'll just go here. The host will go host. So this is a 16. So we have done for the 16 one. So what we do, we'll just go to the last server and we'll give the name IP address to this. Change as 0.4. So configure management. Okay, just so F2. So I'll configure later for this. Other two server you have seen. So we'll end up with this video. If you have any query regarding storage of ASUS is not connected and all, if you go, I'll show you that also. If you go to the storage option, storage server, so if you refresh this, yes, you can see it is connected to your server. So you can see, so this connection has been established. So for the third server, I'll configure and we'll meet later. If you have any query regarding ASUS storage not connected to your ESXi, you can comment on the comment box. So we'll get it. I'll try to resolve it. So thanks for this.